And now here I am with Eva Benzan. So hi Eva, tell us a little bit about what you've been doing to combat hate in your community.
So I started a nonprofit company basically. I think of it kind of as a fundraiser. And it's called Earrings for Equity. And basically I just make a bunch of different kinds of earrings and like I'm constantly looking for new stuff. And like right now I'm working with rings to like see if I like that. But I basically sell those on an Etsy site and I started on Instagram. But I sell them now on Etsy, and every 2 weeks I change the organization that all the profits are donated to. And I thought that would be a good way to like reach different communities and reach different places that I thought were being underserved. And so like we donated to the NAACP, we donated to an organization called Color of Change, we donated to the Okra Project, which was one of my favorites, and a bunch of different places like that. And we've raised over $3,500 in just over 2 months, almost 3 months. And it's been really, really cool. And I definitely didn't think that it would like be this big and be this successful, but it has been, and it's been awesome, and it's made me super hopeful. And like, I just think it's really amazing that there are people that care about these things, and there's so many people out there that do care about these things and that want to make a change. And so I just kind of thought that this could be a good way to facilitate that change, because, I have extra time on my hands and I might as well do something creative and also help people at the same time.
Right, that's so awesome. And so how did you come up with this inspiration or this idea for jewelry specifically?
Um, it was like kind of random. Like, I wanted to do something crafty because I've never been a super crafty person, and I was like, I kind of want to do something like a little bit artistic, a little bit different. This was at the same time when, all the protests and everything was really blowing up. And I was like, maybe it would be a good idea to like make some jewelry or something and then donate the proceeds. And then I thought of the name, Earrings for Equity. And I was like, that's a really good name. Like, I should stick with that. And then I just kind of created it.
Yeah, that's cool. And it's really interesting to see how this has all flourished. And so, do you think that there has been an impact based on your organization, or have you seen any change in your community?
I would really hope so. I don't think like I'm making all the difference in the world, but I think it's just more awareness, and it's a way for people to want to create a change that necessarily don't have the means to, or don't, have the motivation necessarily, but it's just a way for people to like get something that they like and also donate to an organization that they like. And so I think like the biggest change would just be more awareness, and like people like changing the organization every 2 weeks, I think brings a lot of awareness. Um and like every time I change it, I'll talk about what the new organization is doing and what the old organization did. And like I posted on my Etsy and on my Instagram. And so I think a lot of it is just awareness. But then also I do think that the donations, make a little bit of a difference. And I think that's a really cool part of it.
Yeah, no, they absolutely do. And so, what is your take on like diversity and what does that necessarily mean to you, especially when it relates to equity and equality?
Yeah, so a lot of people think it's earrings for equality, and it's earrings for equity. And I really love like the idea of equity, and the idea like equity versus equality. And I'm a big believer in equity, and like that everyone should get what they need, and not necessarily everyone should get the same, but everyone should get what they need. And so I'm involved in a lot of stuff that's about like, boosting up groups that haven't necessarily been boosted before, and like um, giving underserved communities things that they need. And I think it's really important that it not be about like everyone being the same, but everyone being uniquely themselves and being appreciated for being uniquely themselves. So I think that's what's most important to me.
No, that's super important. So, thank you so much, Eva, for everything you're
Yeah, of
doing for our
course.
community.
Thank you. That was so cool.